posture, finding a nice tall back, hands just pressing down onto the knees, feeling that lovely sense of grounding before we get started today. So we're going to feel our our tummy area, our ribs, our mid zone, everything starting to to engage and pull into our center. So like we've got a big corset on and we've just tied it up sort of at the front. We're going to feel that engagement as we sit here nice and tall. We press the hands down, we lengthen the spine. We're going to drop the chin towards the chest. Take a little turn of your head and neck towards your right side, looking up towards the sky, all the way up and around, and then back to center. And then other side, drop the chin down to the side, all the way up and back to center. Good. One more round each side. Drop the chin and around and all the way up and back to center. And then one more time. Big circle and center. Lovely, guys. We're just going to take a couple of shoulder rolls now. Just opening up those shoulder joints. Really think of that ball and socket joint as we take these shoulder rolls back. You want to really feel the back starting to open here, front of the chest, and then sit the shoulders down nice and low. Good. Bring your hands into your heart center now. Push your hands forward. Start to curl your spine back, pushing the spine back, and then sitting nice and tall. Find a tall seat, and then pressing the hands down. Good. 2 more times like that. Bringing the hands in, pushing the back body back, and then sort of like our seated cat and cow, really. Yeah. And then pressing the hands down, and then one more time. Deep breath in, curling it back, and then drawing the arms up, and then pressing down. Lovely, guys. Beautifully done. Okay, let's come over onto our hands and knees. So we're going to come over to our 4-point posture. And we're just going to start by engaging the abdominals here. So we're going to make sure, as always, that our alignment is nice and square. So shoulders directly over our wrists, hips over our knees, finding a nice tall spine. Good. So you're going to bring your left hand to the center of the mat and take your right hand to your right shoulder. Open your right arm, taking a little reach up, and then just taking a little spiral under as you bend your left elbow, looking underneath the hand. And then deep breath in as you reach back up. And then underneath as you spiral. And then back up. And then just reaching that arm up and over. Big circle. Good. We're going to take that on the second side as well. So left arm comes up. We reach up there. And then as you exhale, take that little spiral looking under. Inhale to reach up. And exhale, little spiral under. And then one more time, deep breath in, all the way up and over. Feel that shoulder opening and bring it down. Lovely, guys. Now we're going to bring the knees to touch. Take your right leg back behind you and stretch your right leg out long. Good. We're going to tap the right foot down towards the mat and then lift a little bit higher than midline. Yeah? So deep breath in and exhale. Good. Deep breath in and exhale. Good. So although we're going a little bit higher than our hip alignment today, that doesn't mean we're going to soften the back body. We're going to keep that back elongated and strong. Good. Let's do 2 more. Nice, everyone. And we're going to hold that last one back. Hold it back. Realign the leg so that it's in line with your hip. And then take your left hand off the mat. Bend your right elbow, coming down to like one-handed sort of little push-up and lift. Now, if that's too hard, you're going to drop your back foot to the mat. Good. We breathe in. Exhale. One more time. Nice. Good. Hold it strong there. Bend your back knee now. Flex your foot and just find some little pulses. So hamstring engagement right at the end here. Good. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring it down. Nice, guys. Just take your knees nice and wide and just take your hips from side to side. So sort of just like letting the energy just evenly distribute from your left side to your right side. Little sort of hip twist. Great. Okay, we're going to do that on our second side. So same thing, bring your knees to touch this time, shoulders directly over your wrist, scoop your abdominals up, and just glide your left leg back behind you. We're going to tap the foot down, we're going to keep the core strong, and lift. Inhaling to lower, and exhale. Good, inhale down, exhale. Deep breaths, and up. Okay, we've got 2 more. And 1 more there. Nice. Now keep the leg in line, so hip alignment, and then take your right arm off the floor. Remember, you can drop the back leg here if you need to. We're going to lower down, deep breath in, and exhale to come up. Deep breath in. As we push up as well, we're not locking that left elbow. We're going to keep it smooth and controlled. Up, and 1 more. Good. Hold it strong there. Bring that hand down. Bend your left leg, flex your foot, and just find those little pulses. So keep pushing the mat away here, drawing those abdominals strong. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and ease it down. Lovely work, guys. Bring your knees down side to side. Have another little wiggle there. Lovely work, everyone. Okay, we're going to come down onto our back now. So just making your way down to your back. Supine, bring your knees to touch and cross your ankles and have a little rock there. So as always, just preparing that lower back with a nice little rock. And then taking your other ankle on top. So you're less sort of comfortable, your less comfortable cross. And then same thing, having just a very gentle little rock from side to side. Just preparing the lower back there. Nice. And then bring your feet down so they're quite wide here, sort of almost to the edge of your mat. And then just have a nice little windscreen wiper. So same sort of idea as that with this movement, we just want to sort of find space in the hips with a bit of gentle sort of movement there. Lovely work. Okay, let's move into some abdominal work now. So we're going to do some supine twists and some toe taps. So we're going to actually start with our toe taps today. So if you want to make it a bit more challenging, you're going to reach those arms up, almost like you're holding onto like a yoga block or something. So you want to watch as well that our shoulders stay sort of down, even though we are in our back body. It's like we still have that beautiful long neck here, and we're keeping that integrity in our posture. Now, take your attention down to your lower abs. We're going to have a neutral spine here, but a slight tuck to prepare. So you're going to slightly tuck your pelvis so that your abs are engaging and you're pulling everything down, lifting your right leg off the mat and then left leg off the mat. So finding that sort of 90-degree angle, that chair sort of position, and we're going to have the knees slightly apart today. So we're going to tap the right leg down and squeeze to lift. And tap the left leg down and squeeze to lift. Good. So as we do this simple toe tap, really feel that activation in your abdominals, especially if you're doing it with that mindful awareness of your abdominal wall here, and really visualizing like nothing here is moving as that leg moves. It's like a lever in our hips. Nice. Now we're going to take it into a rotation. So toes touching, knees out to the side. We're going to drop the foot down and squeeze it up. And drop the foot down and squeeze. Deep breaths and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Really good work, everyone. Keep that breath going. And up and down. Good. Let's do 1 more each side. Feel those abs. Good. And then bring the knees in, draw the knees down, have a breath there. Beautiful work, guys. Have a little rock, a moment just to relax. Very good. Now we're going to move into our supine twist. So now that our abs are like super switched on from our toe taps, we're going to keep that same feeling, find our 90-degree, and then this time bring the knees to touch. So we've got a really big rubber band wrapped around our legs here. Then we find our 90-degree, our open arm alignment, just watching your surroundings. But you want to make sure here as well that the arm is in line with your shoulder, palms facing up so that the shoulders are rotating out. Okay, my other arm is not representing what we need to do, okay, because there's a radiator here. So deep breath in, exhale. We're going to move over to our right side. We're going to keep that opposite shoulder really drawing down and then squeeze to lift back up to center. Other side. Now, as we do this, this shoulder is going to stay flat. So we're going to keep that alignment and squeeze. Exhaling. Inhaling. Good. Keep this going. So for a gentle sort of morning class like this, or sort of like a 30-minute class, when you don't have multiple exercises, it shouldn't matter anyway, but you want to really think about every single movement, performing and moving in a really gentle, sort of seamless way. So if you start to think about every single time you move, you're going to do it the best that your body can, you're going to really find that you improve faster with your Pilates work, and you find that muscle engagement a lot faster as well. Good. We're going to do one more there. Keep that breathing going. Really good, guys. And up. And then squeeze the knees down. Lovely work. Excellent job. All right, bring your feet down. Have another little windscreen wiper. Left to right. Cross those hips. And we're going to do a few of our bridges here. So feet are in nice and close towards your glutes. Make sure you can just touch your heels with your hands. And then taking those arms up for our more advanced version. Keep them down in a low V if that feels more supportive for you. Chin is up and long, back of the neck, front of the neck here. So we tuck that pelvis. Think of scooping everything under. We roll up one vertebrae at a time, all the way up. And here we're going to peak those heels. Squeeze through the back of the abdominals and, the back of the glutes, and roll it down. One vertebrae at a time. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Drop the bottom, drop the heels, take a reset. Tuck the pelvis, roll it up. Smooth and slow. One vertebrae at a time. And then as you lift up the heels, push it a little higher and roll it down. Take your time here, slow, slow, slow. The slower we want to go with this movement, the more articulated we can get with our muscle control. Keep it going. Nice work, everyone. Doing so well. Pushing up at the top. Now we're going to stay here. We're going to take a little alternate open. So our right arm, even if you've got your arms down, you're just going to do the knees here. So right arm and right knee is going to open just a little. It's like side open, so sort of a V position, and then come back in. And then left side, and then back in, and then both sides, and back in. Deep breath in, right arm, right leg, and squeeze. Left arm, left leg, and squeeze. Both arms, both legs, and squeeze. Nice. Right side. And left side. And both sides. Good, guys. Let's do one more each direction. Keep that breath. Nice work, everybody. And both. Good. Push a little higher. Find that peak engagement in the back of our glutes. And then roll it down. Nice and smooth. Lovely. Draw those knees in towards your chest. Have a lovely little squeeze there. Lovely. Okay, let's roll over onto our side now. So coming over onto our side and just taking your hand in towards your head or lying all the way down, depending on your body there. And we're going to go straight to our inverted clams. So you're going to take your feet lifted onto the top of the thigh. Yeah. So top leg is just opening and then softly lowering down. Good. So again, movement is slow and controlled here. We're really thinking about that rotation in the hip. And we want to really watch that this top hip doesn't pull the body back, but instead it kind of grounds you down, almost like if you had a pole running through that hip joint straight down into the floor to keep that alignment strong. And lift and lower. Good. We're going to do just 2 more. And down. And 1 more. And down. Lovely. Now drop your underneath leg, take your top leg out long, flex your foot. You're going to take a little pulse forward so it comes in line with your hip, and then point your foot slightly back behind you and 2 little pulses. So we take a deep breath in and exhale. And deep breath in and exhale. Good. Now at this whole time we're keeping that side body strong. We're pulling our body up off the mat and we're finding that nice engagement in the waist. And back. Good. Let's do 1 more. Beautiful, guys. Lovely. Now, take your other leg out and then take your legs slightly forward of you. So they're slightly forward of you. And then we're going to come up onto our side. So just coming up onto your side body, pushing the floor away, finding that strong engagement in the side waist and the top part of our waist here. And we're going to take the top arm. We're going to move back into like a little V, like an open leg rock-up situation. And then lower down and reach. Good. So exhaling and lower and reach. Just 2 more. And down. Good. 1 more there. Hold it strong. Find that form and then bring it down. Beautiful, guys. Just sit yourself up. Take a side stretch of your underneath arm just to open that side body. And then also a stretch the other way. Really nice, everyone. Good. Okay, let's swing those legs around. We'll do that side line on the second side. So again, making sure you always do the exact same on the second side with your head and neck. So we're keeping it nice and nice and symmetrical. We're going to find those elevated clams, and we're going to watch this top hip stays really strong and square, keeping that integrity in our hip alignment. Always thinking about our form. Form and alignment is so strong here. And lift, lowering it down. Good. Nice, steady, gentle breathing here. Beautiful. And up. Lovely. Let's do 1 more. Lovely, guys. Drop your underneath leg now. Send your top leg out long. And we're going to take that flexion. We take the 2 little pulses just in line with our hips. And then push it back. And pulse it, and reaching it back. And breathing in and exhaling. And pulsing. Feel that beautiful extension through the back of the leg. Let's take 1 more. Good. Keep that leg out long and then taking that other leg out to join it and then bringing it slightly forward. So slightly forward of your mat. Coming up to set up for that side. Pushing the mat away. Keep that side body really strong. And then top arm is up. So we're going to curl back, squeeze through our abdominals, lifting up and inhaling. Exhaling. And inhaling, lengthen here. Exhaling. And up. And one more. Hold it strong. And then ease it down. Beautiful, guys. Take that side stretch. And then also to the other way. Deep breath. Lovely, guys. And sitting up nice and tall. Beautiful work. Okay, let's just do a couple of our arm circles today. So instead of our plank, just to mix things up a little bit, do a little bit of upper body work with our arm circles. So sitting nice and comfortably, again, like we did at the start of class, engaging that mid zone, finding that core, nice tall spine, shoulders are down, arms out wide, and just finding our little circles. So such a undervalued exercise. Arm circles, just so beneficial for our shoulders and strengthening our upper body. Also, just thinking about that minimal movement that has such a big effect on the muscles as well. So now we're going to move them forward. We're going to take a little sort of combination, come to me like a little zombie position, and then zombie them back out, keeping that long neck, long spine, shoulders down, and then back in. Good. And then back out. Lovely. Now we're going to take those circles a tiny bit bigger. So tiny bit bigger. And then reverse them. Deep breath. Keeping that control, always thinking about control. And then back to the normal way, and then bring those circles forward. And take them back. Good. And bringing them forward. Just nice steady breaths here. And take them back. Good. We're going to do one more round of the small ones. So back to the small. Keeping that control. Gentle, steady breaths here. And reverse. Good. And then we're just going to hold them out long, really stretch them out wide, and then bring them down. Lovely, guys. Just give your shoulders a little roll, and we'll have a quick stretch there for our arms. So just taking one arm across the body, feeling that nice stretch. Give your neck a little stretch there as well. And then just guide that arm up to a little tricep stretch. And then other side, reaching the arms out. Other arm across. And then sliding it into that gentle tricep stretch. Lovely, and release. Good. Okay, let's do a few of our stretches to finish, my lovelies. Great work today. So we'll take our seated tree. So just taking one leg out long, one leg in, evening out through your seat bones, and then reaching the arms up. Take a really deep breath, and then exhale, reaching over the leg. And we're going to stay here for a few rounds of breath, just to let the muscles really soften and relax. And then very gently rolling up. We'll take our twist there. So take your opposite hand to the knee, reaching your other arm up, and then taking that side bend, twisted sort of stretch. You can reach for the foot, but you want to just go in that direction. You're looking under the top arm, and then reaching tall, coming all the way up, and then taking that on the other side. So just switching sides. Again, always take time to find your seat bones firmly connected to the floor. Reaching up and then over as you exhale. Again, just allowing the body to settle here. And rolling up through your spine, taking your opposite hand to your knee, reaching the other arm up and over. Really deep breaths there. Good. Final inhale and then drawing that arm up. Lovely, guys. Just bringing your feet back in, and we'll take our head circles again to finish today. So really feeling that our necks are nice and open, prepared for the day ahead. So hands onto the knees, closing your eyes this time, and just taking those very gentle head circles. Just being really careful, as always, not to tip that head back too far. And then just taking them both directions. Good. Take one more each side. And then last one. Good. Nice, everyone. So find your head directly on top of your shoulders, top of your neck, feeling that beautiful tall back. And we're going to finish with our 3 breaths. Very good work today, guys. Nice, gentle, easy flow for this morning, for the week ahead, feeling nice, refreshed, and energized. So deep breath in, drawing the arms up. Lovely. Exhale as you ground the arms down. So connecting to that mindfulness at the end of the practice, just bringing some gentle awareness to how our mind and body feels after we've done a bit of movement. Such a great way to start your day, connecting your mind and body and taking in that positive energy we get when we do some movement. Really good job, everyone. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me for class, and I hope to see you next week.